They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Come on,
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, 5-7, get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Alert, flare. Any weapon. Deuce.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. That's out to Chubb, complete. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one taken from the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. 26. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They go with Chubb on second down. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
That ball belongs to you, boy. That ball belongs to us.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
49.
Brissett. And finding the tight end Hooper. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
55, Mike 55. Hey, Echo. All day, just like that. Just like that. 55. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. And here we go. Watch that go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check 24.
They run for it with Mixon. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Joe Mixon, 27 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On the big river.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Barber. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, lock it.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, 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 check. Under crush, under down.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Get it.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Nixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Shoot. Pick the edge. Come.
Check 99. Check 99.
Wait, slam.
Brissett now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Man, I got you.
Go. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Carl Nassib make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated, the front and the back.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Smooth. Hey, just now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Hits his target, Hunter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey! Get it!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
He's coming.
Hard. Fight.
They run here with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Go on.
They'll run with Barber. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The defense may be content to give him 9 there as it brings up 4th and goal.
General West. Hey, Charlie.
7's a Mike. Mike 7.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Mike 7.
Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. Gano the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. Did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead? And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing, Brissett. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Check 37. Check 37.
They'll throw again. Brissett, and able to find Kirk complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out. Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Get ready. Get ready. 49.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Pittsburgh. Ready? Strong right. Strong right. Strong.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch it, 5. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike, 5.
2nd and 15. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Check.
Rock it. 5.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
I know you feel that.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.